Uh, so yeah, I mean, I've already like briefly said it, but last time you guys, well, Kollmachmerk and Whisperwind got to spend some time together. Um, they hung out for a bit. They went to a fancy restaurant. Who's Lot? I forget what it was called. You named it. Losh. Ah,
La'ash, yeah.
Laash. Fine. Um, you went there to talk to you, horrible and annoying, who you recruited,
I
to
like, I like,
to do menial tasks.
I like that you were reading those names off a list.
Well, I wanted to get it. I wanted to get them right.
We gotta get the pronunciation correct.
Those are their names.
You're right.
And yeah. So you recruited them to do some menial tasks for you, like feed your vegetable and your words, not mine. And I think go to the library for you. I think you sent one of them to the library for books.
Sweet.
Anyway, you guys went to the mine. Talked to the Kollmachmerk got a job. He's employed now. And Whisperwind got some information. Through deceit. Found a photo of the foreman Ross, kind of arm in arm with Nathan, Lucas's, who you can assume is Lucas's brother, from the photo in his house.
Oh.
And some old files from 6 years ago, about a couple things, like, Lucas and Nathan used to work there, and Lucas gave Ross a considerable amount of money, to keep the mine running. And then there was an accident where the crane fell and crushed Nathan's legs, but it's clearly not a real accident report, to your expert eye. And that was like most of the information. The only other thing was Kollmachmerk wanting to pick a fight with the guardian thing that is protecting this arcane circle, that's heavily guarded the perimeter. So he went to ask his weird gods for help, and he ran into Roegor, and there's some tension between everyone, I think. And yeah. So,
I'm cool.
does anybody want to write bonds?
I know I changed mine with Kollmachmerk last time.
I think you did.
I need to find your folder here. Here we go. Oh yes, I've grown fond of the scaly dimwit Kollmachmerk. I'll do the least I can to make sure he isn't mangled further, and no more than that.
Thanks, Fiona.
I think I have too many commas in this sentence. It's just a little run-on-y. Okay. No, I don't have any more bonds.
Cool. Roegor or Kollmachmerk?
I don't have that much charisma, man. You're giving me too much credit.
I'm sorry, you're just so charming.
Was that sass, Dennis?
Always. Okay. So
Yeah, I think I have one. I seem to have driven a wedge between Kollmachmerk and I will find a way to reprimand the situation.
okay. Here you go. So, I'm actually remembering to do this at the beginning of the session. I get to ask Kollmachmerk about his people. So I think this is just appropriate given the situation. So you you try to ask these spirits or God or whatever in the fire, tell me about your clan's religion or or religious practices. Who the hell were you trying to contact?
Oh man, totally my ancestors, right? There's like it's totally just ancestor worship. Um, and they believe that your spirit when you die is more powerful based on how many enemies you've defeated in life. At least for males, and for females, man, what do they do? Because they have to have powerful spirits too.
Well, they're
Yeah.
they're taught like magic and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
After a horrible bloodbath.
Yeah.
So, does the bloodbath have anything to do with it?
Yeah, I mean, sure. Yeah, I think it's like, yeah, it's like the number of survivors, right? The fewer they are, the stronger the survivors will be. And so like the most powerful shaman get the most powerful spirits in the afterlife.
Okay.
Yeah. I guess they're like wise women, not really shaman. Whatever, doesn't matter.
Whatever's there were. Now, what is this thing called? Creek and Crack?
Yeah, I don't know. David J named it that. I think that's like the coming of age thing, right?
Yeah, it's where the women all get into the lake and kill each other.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool. Okay. So, yeah, that's where we're gonna... So, yeah, we have, we got like sort of the aerial view of Roegor stomping off towards the foreman's hut. Yeah, he's going that way. We get a clip of from the bird's eye. We see Whisperwind hiding behind a barrel or something, just keeping an eye on everything. And we see Kollmachmerk ripping his necklace off of his various body part prizes and tossing it into this little cook fire. So, do you say things like, is there some sort of like chant or something?
Yeah, there is, but I don't know the words.
Sure, it's okay. No, neither does anybody else who's around you.
Yeah, no, I mean like the chanting part is like what the wise women would do.
Okay. So yeah, you go on.
Yeah, I just like toss it in and think my hardest to channel the spirits.
Sure. So, yeah, you toss this thing in and you try to channel at first the necklace is just in there burning, and you're focusing and you see the fire starts to like flicker and kind of whip around and whatnot, as if in a strong breeze, and then the fire starts to change color. It goes from like the orange whatever, and it starts to almost lose it. It starts to go gray and then dark and black. And when it goes black, it kind of bursts up, and people like now you've drawn some attention. The various people that were on their lunch break, and I guess Whisperwind because she's nearby. And I think you see this. I don't think the others do, or anybody else here. But yeah, the fire kicks up this big black, and imposed over it, it's a little translucent. There's this big black gate, right? You're trying to get in touch with the spirits, but there are these chains wrapped around it. And it's huge. It's like 3 times the size of you. Um, and you hear like this rattling sound. Um, and you look around, like everything's dark. Like the world's starting to lose its color. For you guys, it's just a weird black fire. And this mist starts to like roll in around the gate, and you see this blue figure for a moment. It's getting quite tall, about twice your size. This very thin, very gaunt blue figure. You can't really make out details, but it sort of materializes and holds out its hand in front of you. And you know this isn't any of your spirits. And you get this cold chill down your spine. And the fire is whipping up and raging. And it roars at you. This very deep, unintelligible just sound. And then the vision's gone, and the fire goes out. And then this smoke starts to spew out of it. A lot of smoke. Like a geyser of black smoke just sprays out of it. Starts to cloud. And everyone's like looking up and stuff, right? It blocks out the sun. What do you, Whisperwind, and I guess Roegor? I mean, I guess you noticed this at one point because people start to like scream.
Yeah. I'm probably on my way there, and like, yeah, so I just see like a big pillar of black smoke from where I'm at.
Yeah, it's this big pillar that's starting to like just cloud.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I think I'm walking to the what you call it, and I just stop looking, I just turn around, and I just like start like walking back towards the pillar.
Okay.
Gosh. Well, hiding in my hiding place.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm just watching everything. Trying to take in what all is happening. Like, I mean, I saw Kollmachmerk throw in the necklace.
Yeah. He's this necklace of like ears and various things, and like this white or silvery wolf paw.
And then out of the fire came a big cloud and a blue man. And
You didn't see the blue man. You didn't see the gate. That was a vision for Kollmachmerk. What you saw was the fire turn black and burst up before going out completely, and now it's like a geyser of smoke.
Okay, and can I spend a moment surveying an area?
Sure, you have all the moments you want.
Well, is there a trap or ambush here, and if so, where?
Um,
Well, let me ask this one first.
Sure.
Maybe to justify any weirdness you want to tell me about the second one. What can I see that no one else can?
Okay, well, all right, fine. In that case, maybe with your crazy wizard eyes. Um, yeah, you're. I mean, you have this cool move. What are your? I know you have like really cool magic powers. You have dark hands. You're a hypnotist. I mean, yeah, I think it has to be that. I think the vision that Kollmachmerk saw is really the only thing that's.
Sure.
Yeah. So. Yeah. So when you saw like the fire turn black, it was weird. It was probably not as clear to you as it was for Kollmachmerk.
Yeah.
but the hairs on the back of your neck were standing up, and the the sense of magic or whatever, and you saw this door, um, and you saw this like quite tall. I mean, you're a fucking halfling, quite tall blue man, and I think you even got to hear the like the echo of its bellow.
Okay. That god blued himself. Alright, I did it.
Boo.
Boo on you! Feud K for life, son! And so is there a trap or ambush here?
Not an ambush. I guess this could be considered a trap. So yeah, like the smoke, it's starting to cloud, and again, like blotting out the sun. And, everyone's looking up at it, like screaming and pointing. And it's starting, as it's clouding, it's starting to like come down and like fill, just sort of fill the area. The mine's quite large, but there's quite a lot of smoke as it like starts to settle. And I think you can, like, it's not at you yet. It's not like it's not head level with Roegor or anything. It's getting there though, but I think you can smell it. It's very faint. And when you breathe it, even just that little bit, you feel like sick to your stomach, and your body just instinctively wants to just repel this. You start to like dry heave. If anything, if anything's a trap, it's this stuff. It's not good to breathe. Okay. Okay. Scream at him a bit. Okay. Oh look, Roegor, it's Whisperwind. Um, yeah. So, Roegor, you're like making your way over back to the column of smoke. Of course, you both hear this. Kollmachmerk, what are you doing?
Well, for starters, I yell back at the blue thing when it like roars at me.
Good.
And then when I realize I can't fight it because it's gone, and I see like the smoke coming down, I guess I'm looking to get out because there's nothing to fight here. So why waste my time?
Sure. And Roegor, I mean, yeah, you see Kollmachmerk turn on the tail and run at Whisperwind's beckoning. Do you do the same, or what are you up to?
Fuck it, like, okay. Whatever this isn't gonna be good. I'll get back to them, right?
Okay.
But anyway, but yeah, I go over the stuff, this like stuff, right? This like smoke. I look at like looking like was it like a barrel or something you were doing this in?
No, it was like a little cook fire. It was about lunchtime.
So it's just like billowing up out of this like cooking fire.
Yeah, out of like the still hot wood and charcoal or whatever.
Yeah. Okay. So I think I'm gonna I think I'm gonna spend a hold for ancestral heritage and bend an element to my will.
Sure.
I think I'm gonna bend this like smoke to my will, and I'm gonna like, I think I'll hold up my like holy symbol, which is like a big like dull gray scale, like the size of my like palm, and like and yeah, I grab this thing. I don't like say anything. I just like dig my like I just like grab like grip it really hard and like start like and just like start like intently glare at the smoke, and eventually starts like swirling and spinning, right? And eventually all just gathers up and then just like shoots off into the air.
So you can just bend any element? I thought you were a frost dude.
I mean, that was like the dragon move. I just got like a bunch of I just got a few of the dragon things.
Okay. So you're trying to what trap? I'm sorry, trap the smoke in a thing.
I'm just like like dispersing it, like getting rid of it, like just sending it off into like the atmosphere.
Okay, so it's spewing up into the air, and you want to spew it further up into the air.
Actually, yeah, good point.
I'm just wondering.
What do I do with the smoke? Actually, good call.
Yeah. So, while you try to figure that out, I need the two of you to define each of their dexterity. You know, the area of the mine is very big, so you're gonna.
But I don't want to. Oh my God, why?
Now,
Mason.
Dennis. Now, Dennis.
Yeah.
Would you say that I'm defying danger caused by magic wielded by mortal men?
No.
No.
Mortal
I-
men.
I wielded the magic.
Yeah. Certainly not a mortal man.
Fuck. I can't even help you.
The fake
Okay.
news is done then.
Alright, I'm gonna press this dice roll button. But I'm gonna
Alright, well-
talk about having to press it for a little bit because I don't want to
Now,
press it.
yeah. So instead of expanding the smoke out, I'm gonna try to keep it contained as much as I can.
Okay. How so? Just to describe to me how you're doing this.
I don't know. Is there like some kind of like is there some kind of like confined area or something nearby I can like force it into?
There are some huts. Well, there's the foreman's hut that it's a little ways away, and I'm sure there's like there's some bigger house buildings here for like storage and other such stuff. I mean, there's not one right next to the fire, but I mean, I guess ostensibly there are some buildings. There's also a pit. I mean, it's exposed to the open air, but there's a pit where the mine is. Like the actual where the whole thing's the mine, but a pit where they're currently working.
Wait, so this gas isn't like heavier than air, is it?
Well, it's rising up and then coming down.
Ah, okay. I mean, what if I just like force it, keep it in like a ball and then just put like a barrel over it?
What would keep it from just moving later?
Yeah.
Like if you just attach a do not remove sign on the barrel and someone moves it, well, it's their own fault.
Here's the issue.
Gas
is
typically doesn't stay put.
It doesn't seem like this gas is just smoke. It seems like it's a divine emanation. So I don't know that it's an element, first of all. And second of all, I'm not sure it's just going to stay put. Like, it may have an intelligence or a sentience, right?
I mean, is it not an element?
Well, I mean, it's smoke, but it's not like isn't actually like a fire smoke. It's like bad to breathe, and it's like toxic. I don't know.
I mean, maybe you could stand there and try to hold it, but I just don't know how long.
I think you could probably use your move to contain it for a while, but yeah, I don't. It's gas that's ever spewing right now. Eventually you'll have to leave, and eventually that smoke's gonna spread.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, confining it and trying to hold it so people can escape, if you can.
Yeah, that's not a bad move. It's just
Okay.
I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna roll my shit.
Do it.
Fine, it's an 8. I don't care. Look, I will drop the axe. It's fine. And I know that Kollmachmerk's going to trip and fall on it, and it's going to be horribly ironic. And yeah, because now he doesn't want axe, but he's going to get it. But yeah, it's sad.
Yeah.
But I'm willing to
I
make
think-
that sacrifice.
Okay. So here's my plan. Here's my plan. I'm gonna hold the smoke here until at least long enough for Kollmachmerk to get out.
Okay. So. Yeah. All right. So yeah, you're gonna spend the hold, and you just want to like keep it, I guess, around you, or keep it like at the. I guess like.
keep keep it like near the fire, right? Right. Keep it from expanding too much.
Cool. All right. So yeah, you run over as like they go sprinting. Now, again, you were walking towards the the informant, and then you turned around and came back, as he goes running. So, Kollmachmerk. I mean, yeah, you are gonna. I don't think it's that you trip. I think it's just like, again, you were caught up like, oh, I'll fight the big blue guy. As the smoke is like spewing and he's gone, and then it's like, oh, run, you idiot. So there's a little bit of like, there that moment, and you're like right next to this fucking thing as it's spewing, so you're gonna breathe some of it, before you go running. Whisperwind. I mean, it's a partial success. So, and anything involving this gas is bad. So, yeah, sure. I think sure, fine. You can lose an item. As you go running, I think that's fine because
Really?
I think so because fucking with this gas is just gonna feel like a failure.
Okay.
Oh, good. Thanks, Dennis.
I'll tell you what. I'm gonna call it even. I probably would have given my ass a debility to run, so I'm gonna drop one potion.
Okay.
I drop a potion, it falls out of my bag and like splashes on the ground.
There. Okay. Yeah.
I kept the axe, Kollmachmerk, so remember that.
Okay. So and then yeah, Roegor, you're come over and yeah, so like it's spewing up a bit, and you just want like I guess basically like clog the hole and like like hold it down for a bit, as Kollmachmerk is like coughing and like stumbling away.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Kollmachmerk. Let me get this gas. All right. Okay. You already handled it. Okay. It is going to be a con roll. I'm just going to tell you. I mean, succeeding is good here, but it's going to be bad.
Now, Dennis, would you consider that I'm helping him?
Well, he inhaled some as he went sprinting. He's not going to like get all of it. I mean, well. Sure, fine. Yeah. Yeah, you can.
Dennis.
Go on.
Oh, yeah.
Is magic happening to me though?
It is. Yeah, it is magic. It's not the magic of mortal,
Oh,
but it is
God.
certain magic.
That's
What's
fine,
my
that's
aid
fine.
roll?
It's not a good aid roll.
So I'm gonna make 2 con rolls. But here's why. The first one will be the defy danger, and the second one is my headdress, because I want to eat this magic. Save it for later.
Okay. All right. Make him. Okay. All right. Let's look at your headdress. Amalgam's headdress. Take the 10 plus result, and the headdress grips tightly around your head. Gain 1 corruption point.
Nice. Shadow demon, here I come.
So, magic is swallowed whole through the jaws of the amalgam and is stored for you to cast later. You may only store 1 spell at a time. Okay. That's neat. It's an int roll to cast. Have fun with that.
Hey man, last time I did this, I fucking shot a fireball. No, it was a lightning bolt.
Cool.
Point is, Kollmachmerk's a spellcaster.
Okay. So, okay. Roegor, you tried to, again, try to clog it to hold it for a bit and like to help and Kollmachmerk get away. It was already spewing up some when you got there to stop it, so I think like now as whatever you couldn't stop is coming down, I think you inhale that. So you're gonna roll the con as well.
All right. Boom.
right.
Don't notice it.
Well, you notice it certainly. Yeah. So you breathe the stuff in, and it's foul. Again, like you start to heave, and your eyes are watering. You get like serious dry mouth, and your stomach is churning. Yeah, you get cold. You start to shiver as you're standing there over the little wood, the little campfire. Yeah. So first off, yeah, you're 10 plus. Okay, you're gonna take a debility. You're gonna be sick.
Okay.
You're gonna be sick, and you're gonna roll a d4 for me.
Four.
Okay. All right. Keep track of that. Cool. All right, and you got, let's see, Kollmachmerk, you got a 7. So you're also going to be sick. Step 1. You're already sick. Good. Or beating me to it.
Joke's on you.
Okay. You're going to roll a d6 for me.
A d6?
Yeah.
Oh, crap.
Okay. Let me find this thing real quick. Where is it? Just a little bit scrolling. Where is it? I'm looking for my little handout thing. Yeah, it's the same thing. You start to retch and you get cold. There it is. Okay. So yeah, I don't know. The two of you write those things down on your character sheets. Put it down as I don't know. I'm being a little yeah, I don't want to just say the name. So just put smoke. Just put smoke 4, smoke 2. Just do that. Yeah.
Smoke.
Yeah. Okay. And yeah, Kollmachmerk, you stumble away. You're still cold. You don't warm up for. I mean, you're not going to warm up for a while. The dry mouth is persistent. By the time you get out of the camp, you feel just exhausted. You just want to collapse. Now, Roegor, you see Kollmachmerk like getting away, right? And you're there again, same sort of situation. You feel awful, like holding whatever's here as like the stuff that already came out is like raining down. What do you do once he gets away? Just gonna.
Yeah, I think I just shout out I shout out in case anyone's like still nearby for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out for everyone to get out,
Yeah.
run, and then
Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking take off and stop this thing because I know it can only hold it for so long.
Sure.
Anyway.
Okay. So yeah, you're gonna Okay, yeah, you start to shout. People have been running. I think like as whatever was around was like raining down. Some people started coughing and stuff, and they went stumbling, running. Um, but then like they don't get very far as they like just collapse. Um, but yeah, you hold it. So like a good number of people are getting away before you, I guess, like release and run yourself. Um, so I mean, yeah, the second you like go to run, this thing spews up again, like the geyser it is. Um, you're gonna have to defy nature with your dexterity now.
Okay. Oh,
Wait,
you're
both
for +0 roll. My mouse double clicks, so I rolled twice. I thought I passed that for a second there. God damn it.
Okay.
Ugh.
Yeah. So you go stumbling as this stuff like sprays out just heavier and heavier, and I think like again, I don't think it's tripping, but you're just not running as well, and you're in this big armor as the stuff is just like coming down, and everything gets really dark. Again, this stuff is just pitch black. It's hard to see once it's enveloped you. So you're gonna give me another con roll.
Oh, God, great.
Yeah.
Ah!
Ew.
Oh, God.
Well,
Well,
okay.
guys, I'm almost done. I got 2 more XP. I can level twice.
It's Kollmachmerk's first fault.
Okay.
No, 3 more actually.
All right, Rosebud.
Kollmachmerk's
You get
revenge.
yeah. As you go stumbling, you get this. I mean, you're trying to hold your breath, maybe, but you're coughing, and then you wind up just inhaling just a mouthful of this stuff. And I think that does drop you to your knees as you're standing there, kind of retching. I think you do throw up.
Cool.
So. Let me look at you for a second. What's your constitution to begin with?
16.
Okay. Should normally be 2. Okay. Sure. Good. You're gonna roll that. You're gonna roll a D8 for me.
Mm-hmm. 2.
2. Okay. Put that down in the smoke. And I think you pass out.
All right.
Okay. Whisperwind, Kollmachmerk. Whisperwind, you got out. And like you got out first, and you turn. You see some people like running, as well, and you see like the stumbling Kollmachmerk as like you get outside the mine, and then you see like the geysers shoot back up again, and it starts to spread. It doesn't spread outside of the area of the mine. Like it sprays up enough and clouds it, so it's just like this dome of black smoke completely enveloping the mine. A good number of people got out, but certainly not all of them. The ones in the pit, like, nah. Yeah.
Can I look back and survey to see if, I mean, you say I see Kollmachmerk, but I don't see Roegor. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
But,
Oh, God.
well, I stop at the edge. I mean, if I can't see him, I mean, I'm yelling at Kollmachmerk to like, where's Roegor? Where the hell is Roegor?
What here is useful or Roegor to me?
So yeah, you got out of the mine and you look back. Again, it's just like this black wall of smoke now. So it's hard. You know, looking into it isn't isn't really a thing. But I mean, as you went running, maybe you look back and you saw him like running, stumbling. And now that you're out, you were focusing on your own like problems, the retching and all of that. You do recall hearing like the clatter of what sounded like a very big armored man hitting the ground.
Mm.
He didn't make it very far from the campfire.
Oh, you can't see it because I don't have a webcam. Never mind. I was pointing.
So just that way. Okay. Well, I ain't running back in there. Okay. So that's not it.
Dennis, I have a question, just a hypothetical question.
Sure.
Would freezing time help the situation?
Hypothetically, it would have, but I mean, you inhaled a bunch of smoke and passed out.
Cool, yeah. I was just wondering.
Can't be killed by smoke if you're in time jail.
It's true.
It's true.
Okay. Shimbly bimbly. I don't even know if this would work. The only thing that I can think to do is reach out with the shadows in the smoke about where I saw Roegor standing last. However I can kind of do that, and just have the hands as I summon them, like comb the ground for anything. And if they touch something that feels like a guy dressed in plate mail, drag it to the entrance. And if not, I mean, I still drag the person. I don't want to just let people die in this horrible smoke. But
Sure.
I have no idea. To do it according to the move would be rolling intelligence, like, I don't know, probably a lot. I don't know.
Yeah, let me look at that move. That's the wrong one. Dark hands. When you call forth a piece of shadow, roll was end on hit. Okay, under the command. Use the int in place of all stuff. Oh yeah, you would be rolling int to find stuff. Well, I mean, you can't see it, and I guess they don't have eyes. I mean, they're limbs of darkness.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't care to have you sit here and roll a ton of times. Obviously you'd roll to summon it, and I guess it'd probably be well, I want to say I guess it'd be discern realities, maybe, like, feeling for stuff.
Sure.
Yeah, it'd probably be that. I mean, you can't see what you're searching around in.
Yeah.
And you're doing it through a magical arm.
Yeah.
I
would be happy with if I roll a discern realities, but I'm rolling intelligence instead. But if it taxes me anyway, right?
Yeah.
If you want to give me a debility or something else, because I'm just doing it over and over.
Yeah, okay. That works for me. That's good.
Or, I mean, you don't have to give me a debility. You could make pretty much any move you want, I guess, because I kind of just don't really have an answer for this. Whatever you want to do. I think you have carte blanche or whatever.
Sure. Yeah, well, roll to summon the thing, and then we'll see how good your discern roll is.
Okay.
Okay, buff arm.
Big buffy arm. So do you want me to roll intelligence again for the discern realities?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So he's got good arm. He's tough. And I'm going to deal D8 damage to Roegor when I find that best. I'm just kidding. One question. Well, See, the other thing you can do that would kind of be dirty is answer this question any way you want, because...
Okay.
I mean, it's got to be useful or valuable, I think, is the best I can aim for to try and catch Roegor.
Okay. Well, I think about Whisperwind. I mean, you're searching Roegor. I mean, I think Roegor is... You have the file, so I think Roegor is probably the most valuable thing there. Yeah, okay. So you start slapping around in this thing, right? Like, and you know it's working, and like you probably it takes a while. Like you probably like scrape out like a wheelbarrow. It's like, okay, fuck, go back in. You scrape a bunch. I think you wind up like you find like you pull out some bodies before you eventually find Roegor.
Okay. But one of the things I grabbed was like, oh, that's Roegor. It's like wheelbarrow, and I was like, oh no, that's not Roegor.
Yeah. Yeah, but eventually you got him, and you drag out Roegor. Yeah, he's so him and the other bodies that you've pulled out. You've maybe you probably pulled out like 3 other bodies before you found him. They're all
Hero.
Yeah, hero. They're all unconscious. And they're extreme. They're very pale. Almost like. Well, they're pale, but I think like there's like this gray tint to their skin. It's light. And when like they're breathing, and it's just this kind of ragged, wheezing breathing, like only one of their lungs is working, like that sort of horrible sound. Now, yeah, I'll just give you a debility. It's fine by me. So,
I mean, you don't have... I mean, full disclosure, I have 2 other potions, so if you would rather make a move... I mean, I'm not trying to talk you into a debility just because I have potions.
oh, I didn't realize you had more potions. I'm good with a debility. I'm good with a debility. You guys failed a bunch last time. I made a bunch of moves last time.
I didn't.
Not you. You don't roll things. But yeah, I think I don't know. You can pick. It's either shaky or sick. It's one of those two. From just concentrating on moving this arm around a bunch.
I'm gonna drink it away anyway, but I think sick makes... Well, maybe shaky. Yeah, I think it's shaky. Yeah, actually. Because I'm just like concentrating and tensed for so long. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so when you finally pull him out, like, you finally release the arm and just sort of collapse a bit, just like sink to your knees. And I think so. As you were doing this, there was probably as you were doing this, you probably heard more like there was like you probably heard coughing and like the sounds of screaming or running from inside. Like by the time you get Roegor out, that has since stopped. And you can see at the top, kind of again this gas kind of rising and then falling. You don't see more of it rising. It seems like it's starting to lower, and it seems like it is finally starting to dissipate, though it'll be dissipating for quite some time. Again, it's a gas, but again, it was just confined to the relatively large area that is the mine. It never spread outward from there.
I don't know, does it seem like... I mean, maybe I can't know this. But you're saying it's not blown up out and it like... where the gate is, where like or whatever that leads to the mines, it's not like stopped by an invisible wall. It just seemed like there just wasn't. It's just that's just all the gas that there was.
It was it was a geyser that was just spewing forever. It was definitely something stopped it, or it stopped itself.
Okay.
Yeah, just looking at just seeing how the force that it sprayed out with, you would know you would have kept running.
And the dissipating, it's not like blowing away like up the hills. It's just sort of like slowly.
It's like it's sinking. It's like it's sinking into the earth.
Bad. Also bad. Real bad.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't drink the water. So many things I can't do in this town.
Yeah.
Fuck. Okay, but Roegor, I've dragged his body out finally.
Yeah.
Is he all gray and stuff too?
Yeah, he's gray. If you roll him over, I mean, he's like a lizard. He's like a reptiloid man.
Yeah. I was becoming that color. I'm slowly becoming that color anyway, so it doesn't matter.
There you go.
Reptiloid confirmed.
So, I mean, I think like the other people, the humans, and there were some dwarves in there too. Those people, like they look bony and gaunt. Like, it didn't suck away all their fat, but they, like their faces are gaunt and like they've definitely lost some body mass.
They're turning into kobolds.
Roegor looks thinner. I don't think he looks gaunt because I don't think lizards can do that. But yeah. By now, you hear like the running of armor and stuff. Like a bunch of a contingent of guards are like crowding around, like looking at this gas. Now again, that like arcane circle with the guards around that was also in the mine. They dug it out there. That was kind of wrapped up in this. Some guards did get out, but a lot of them stayed, presumably to help people.
Yeah.
They didn't get out.
Damn, I was about to ask about the magic circle. That seems bad also.
That's what they get. Man. That's what they get for being dicks.
You won't curse? So, I don't know what color Kollmachmerk was before.
He looks pale. Like paler than usual, I guess. Again, lizards. But he doesn't look gray. He didn't get a whole mouthful. Or actually, did you fail that roll? No, you got a 7 to 9. Yeah. So he, if you failed, you wouldn't be out here. Yeah, he looks bad. And again, you also feel bad. So yeah.
Okay, so when I drag him out and I take a minute to look around, I take out a potion and pop the cork, and like sort of like shakily blah 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 drink the potion and like throw the bottle away, and I actually take out my last potion and kind of gesture it at Kollmachmerk. You want flask?
Yeah, and they just like snatch it out of Whisperwind's hands, and just slam it.
Yeah, you drink it down.
What is it?
It's a healing potion.
It's actually a potion of poison.
It's poison.
Yeah, it's just poison.
Yeah.
It's goldenroot, actually. She's your best friend now.
Yeah,
it's a healing potion. Huh?
Yeah, if you have a debility, you can mark it off.
I got all kinds of debilities.
Hey,
Thanks, bruh.
Axe Bros.
Okay. All right, yeah. So you're
yeah.
no longer sick. You drink it, and your stomach settles. You stop retching. You're still very cold, but I think it does warm you a bit, but it's just not enough. You're feeling mostly better. You're just really chilly.
I'll just go stand in the sun for a while, man. It's cool.
And with guards gathering around, I kind of like look at Kollmachmerk, and I gesture at Roegor for him to help me carry. He's going to be doing the lion's share of the work, yes, but I have fucking 8 strength. Like, give me a break.
Yeah, I just picked Roegor up.
Just
No, I don't pick him
shoulders.
up. I just no, I don't do that. Because Roegor did blow me up, so I'm not gonna be that nice. I'm just gonna like grab him by the hand and like kind of haul it over my shoulder and just drag him away.
Oh no, I've got it. Hey, toss him in that handy wheelbarrow.
There you go.
Is there a wheelbarrow?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she did
Oh,
pull
yeah.
out a wheelbarrow.
Oh yeah, then took him. Just like pick him like.
and I want to like gesture for him like let's get the fuck out of here. And I would try to lead you to back to the apartment with Rufus.
Works for me.
Cool. So yeah, you guys make your way. His apartment is near the mine, so it's not a long walk. Eventually, you get to the apartment building. It takes a while, I guess, to haul Roegor up the stairs, but you get up there. His door is still open, ajar, just a little bit. You push it open and stuff, and it's mostly how you left it. Now, what's his? I forget which one you sent here to feed this guy.
First of fucking all, I sent both the motherfuckers to come in here and feed him. They had to take turns. There were two motherfucking shifts.
Well, sure. There's one guy here now, though. Fine. So it's horrible. Like you open the door and like Horrible is just sort of sitting in a stool in like it's like a little like studio apartment. He's sitting in like the kitchen area on the stool. Just sort of I think he's reading something. You see on the counter there's a bowl of something that's mostly empty now. And you see Rufus in the bed, but he's always in the same position. He can't move at all. He's mostly in that position, but the comforter's displaced, like he's over it. And like his legs are a little bit to the bent a bit. It's like he was moved. I guess when you open the door, Horrible just oh good, it's about time. And, slaps his butt.
Does Whisperwind tell us about him before we walk through the door? Tell me about him.
Well, you were there when she recruited him and gave him the orders.
Oh damn.
Yeah, you met him.
Right.
Yeah.
Damn, you're right.
Yeah, he watched you.
I really wanted to beat the shit out of him.
What I like is like him sitting on the chair, and he just hears like clunk, 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 as we drag him up in the wheelbarrow up the steps. So the first thing I do is I stand in the hallway as he says things, and I sniff. Do I smell tea?
I think so. Yeah. You smell tea. It's it's not fresh. It's not he's probably got like one empty cup and one that's like half empty, sitting on the counter.
Yeah, I put my finger in that tea, and it's like lukewarm.
Yeah. Yeah, he looks just. What? I fucking fed him. He points at the kettle, like on the stove.
Did you move him?
What, was I supposed to leave him on the floor?
What do you mean?
Motherfucker was on the floor.
And annoying?
He's in the library looking for whatever you wanted.
Okay. Alright. I think you did a passable job. Could have cleaned up a little more.
Yeah. Says, I don't remember you telling me to clean up.
I didn't think I had to tell you to be responsible.
It's not my house.
Man, I'm starting to like them. Shit. I say, okay, if you see the other one, tell him to get that book to me as soon as possible.
Yeah, cool. Where can I tell him to find you?
We'll be here for the night, I think. If not, just tell him to leave it here on the table.
Yeah. So it's still like, relatively early afternoon. I mean, I guess you can chill here all night, all day. He just sort of, I think he looks out the window though and says, not a very busy day then. Okay. Kind of stands up and like necks whatever like lukewarm tea is left. Kind of like winces. And
yeah.
And
and
all right.
Listen, you fucking stay clear of the mines, and maybe don't drink any of the well water for a couple of days.
Why?
You're gonna hear about it. I'm not gonna explain everything for you. Okay, just or don't take my advice and do whatever the hell you want, and whatever. Enjoy the rest of your short life.
Okay, fine. You're welcome.
I paid you.
It's always good. Yeah. What does he say? He says, he mutters something like you're just, just like that fucking bastard. Like muttering about his boss. He leaves. All right, you're gonna have to help me out here, Justin, because I don't think I took a note of what book that guy was gonna find for you.
Oh, it was just a draconic to.
That's right.
Common
That's
or
right.
whatever.
Okay.
Translation.
I knew it wasn't something that was like.
Yeah.
Incredibly adventure important. But yeah, horrible like leaves. And like he half-heartedly closes the door behind him, and it doesn't, he doesn't push it. It's still open ajar. He's raised in a barn, clearly.
Oh man, even I know that's disrespectful. I totally like grab an orange or something and like peg him in the back of the head as he walks down the stairs.
Sure, it pulps on the back of his head, like, and he kind of like stumbles forward. You hit him pretty hard, and
just giving him a nod. Oh yeah.
Yeah, fuck you too.
I wave my genitals at him when he turns around.
Okay. He leaves. He'll be berated later.
That's how I want to say thank you to everybody from now on. I paid you. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just. Well, the next thing I would do would be to go talk to Rufus, but I don't know if Kollmachmerk's going to get up to anything.
I mean, yeah. Rufus, he's asleep right now. I mean, you can
okay.
But yeah. He was just chilling, reading the book. He's asleep. I mean, yeah. If you guys just sort of chill for a bit, I mean, you did just escape what might have been death cloud, and eventually, you hear like the creaking of the steps outside, and like the door opens a creak, and you see Annoying peering in, and just oh, good. This is okay. And he holds up this like little yellow like pocket book, like a little book for your pocket, and it's a Draconic to English dictionary. The first half is Draconic, and then the second half is English. It's dual purpose. I found that I had to really go digging for this one. It's kind of the only one they had. It tells you how to say fuck in it, so I guess it's good. Puts it on the table.
Is this your first time in this room?
What did he say? He says, I mean, yeah, I think it is. Yeah, he says, yeah. went to the library. Well,
So you
a
missed
little
your
after.
shift.
He took the first shift.
Oh.
He looks outside the window. Like, he looks outside. Like, it's only been a little while.
He's gonna need fresh tea. You have to make fresh tea every time you come here. And he's sleeping right now. But you should wake him and give him some tea. And see if he wants food. And see about the position he's in, if he likes it. Blankets if necessary, pillows also.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Sure. And he like looks around the kitchen and like, yeah, he like dumps out whatever's left in the kettle and yeah, he starts to get to work. You know.
And if I have to wash dishes after you, it's going to cost you 5 coins per dish. Let the other one know that later also, the next time you see him when you two are gaggling about or whatever you do.
He kind of rolls his eyes, just like muttering like, I don't know how to fucking wash dishes. I should fucking work at a fucking diner.
What's that?
Nothing. Again, small place. You're just basically just yelling in his face, but that's cool. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Eventually, he'll go over to wake Rufus up. And it takes some doing. He's, hey, buddy. And he's like and he slowly gets a little louder, and then he finally like shrugs and like nudges him a little bit, and that wakes him up. He kind of weakly opens his eyes and like looks around the room, and I think he like jerks for a moment, and then like screams out in pain, like he wanted to, like he was gonna like sit up real quick, but forgot all of his bones were broken. And yeah, like he goes about like fixing him and feeding him soup and all that.
Okay. Well, that's background noise.
Yeah.
As I want to ask Kollmachmerk some fucking questions. I'm gonna say Kollmachmerk. What did you do?
Are you using the dictionary? Am I able to like comprehend now?
Oh, if you don't understand the sentence, then I'm like, yeah, I start flipping through, and I mean my grammar's bad, but I'm like just like, what do with cloud? What do with cloud? What do with cloud of blackness?
Oh, so good. We've switched roles now.
Yeah, it's like, well, first of all, that's the dative case. You don't want to be.
What the what? Are you giving me? You give grammar now? No grammar. Why blue man?
I was doing magic. Not supposed to do magic, but I did magic.
Hold on. No.
I watch them when they're doing their magic in the caves. I've seen them do the magic. I can do that. Anybody can do magic.
No, you magic. Watching in whole or watching in whole. No, you magic, but seeing. What? Whose magic you do?
Kobold magic.
But you am kobold.
Yeah, I can't take my hat off, but I like point at it. I'm like, we sacrifice shit in fires to talk to our ancestors. It's pretty straightforward.
Fecal sacrifice? Why Blue Man? Why for Blue Man?
I'm bad at magic.
Me see. Is great power spirit?
Dennis, can I spout lore?
Sure.
I wanna know if I've heard about this blue thing in like tribal stories or something.
Okay. Hmm. Yeah. Okay. So you have, I think they're very old stories. I think so. When your clan, I don't know how big is the clan you're from?
It's pretty big. It's like 150 or so.
Sure. Yeah. So there's like an old story of when the clan was young and they hadn't settled quite on a system. There was a dispute between two leading parties, and part of the clan broke off, and this is like about what they did. Where the what was left, they decided like, oh yeah, we'll worship like the old ways, and because they got it right that time, the first time, and we'll just do all of that. And you guys were cool and were starting to be prosperous. These other people though, they didn't believe in the old ways, and they started to look into the darker kobold magics. In fact, maybe not even kobold magics. So I think the story's from when your clan and theirs inevitably went to a little war. Your people won. But in their village there was they speak of they wore blue, right? They wore these like indigo, things, and they had these weird shrines and stuff. Like a shrine, they did. I think it was always like this great mystery of whatever the hell they were doing, of this great gaunt figure with these horns, again draped in blue, made of twigs and draped in blue was the effigy, and it was just sort of creepy. So it's you're starting to put two and two together there. Now, yeah. What's interesting, the battle that ensued between yours and theirs. You were bigger than your clan was bigger, but they fought hard, and they would you'd fell a great number of them, and they would rise again, right? It was hard to keep them down. Now they talk about necromancers, raising the dead like zombies, more typical stuff. But yeah, the connection that they made was, whatever they were worshiping, they were learning necromancy.
Mm-hmm.
And there you go.
Oh man, yeah. So I explain in. I feel like I have to speak like really slowly, like as she like flips through the book to like find the words. I'm like, there is a big ghost. That's blue. And I say it like really slow, like blue ghost. and another tribe. And I like watch her flip through the book till she finds tribes. Like, yeah, tribe, yeah. They would die and then get back up because of the blue thing that we. And I like go between the two of us, like in a circle, like we. And I point at her. I saw the blue thing. They didn't die. Then I say in common, like at her, I say, ghosts no die.
They get knocked down, but then they get up again.
You say is tall chief of undeath?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
And so I kind of like nod over at Roegor. Die or no die?
Is Roegor alive?
He's breathing again very raggedly, as if only one of his lungs is working. That sort of horrible sound.
Yeah. Die or no die? Yeah, Roegor is very strong, and it like flex, right? He won't die, probably. I don't think he even can die here.
Roegor, I want you to let's see, where's this thing? Yeah, all right. I want you to roll a d6 for me.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh. 5.
Neat. Okay.
Cool.
So I kind of slumped down in the chair finally. What is thinking of yours by we should endeavor in the future?
Oh yeah, totally. We need to find a kobold wise woman. They'll know what to do. They knew what to do last time. They keep the stories.
We're kobold.
And I just point west, like that way. A lot. Just out of curiosity, wonder how far this is.
Oh, it's fucking
Badlands?
far.
It's pretty far. It's like the other side of the map.
The Bloodfang Badlands? Yeah, that's like... Oh my god. And even depending on the terrain, like...
I think it's 47 days.
It's like 2 months that way.
Flipping.
Many days, sun go up and down. And I hold up my fingers and like flash them like 50 times or like 10 times, right? Just like
I know what twice months means, okay?
you know, you just scramble on with fucking wizards don't even speak draconic. They're so fucking smart.
Thank you. I am learning Draconic pretty well, I think. Yeah, I don't really know what to do for now. I think I say, mayhap we must take lying down until Roegor is rising again.
Yeah, I mean, or hear me out. Yeah, and I say this in broken common. Or we make more magic. Yeah.
No.
And I hold up like a vial of ice dragon blood. It's like, dragon
No.
blood.
No more Matt. You You are negative, wise woman. You are negative, wise woman. Negative. Much heresy I have foretold by you.
Okay. I really want to know what these carnivorous tree branches do, but David J. won't tell me. Damn.
Don't know. Carnivorous tree branch. I mean, I can think of something immediately, but it's probably not. I don't know what he had planned for it.
I can think of stuff too, but
yeah.
Well, what do you mean?
It's the skull of this.
So each one can just eat something once. There you go.
Yeah. I really want to know what the skull of this guy does, because it might be totally cool in magic.
What's it called?
It's the skull of that big cat dude, the king of the Dread Knights.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's probably important, huh?
Yeah. We
Okay.
killed him, and I took his skull. Not important. We'll figure it out.
Are you just waving out one magic fucking thing after another?
I'm just like pulling him out like, we do magic. In Draconic, like, you are wise woman. You magic.
I say, no right flavor, wise woman. But maybe can find right flavor, wise woman.
I just point back off west.
No. Much moons. Perhaps in present is right flavor, wise woman. We can partake.
You wise woman. Yeah.
No, not
I
me.
like to imagine that you're speaking in Draconic and I'm speaking back in Common now.
Negative me. Another here in fucking Hammerstone. You fucking ninny.
Oh.
I drifted into Common himself there.
Yeah.
It's alright. He knows all the curse words.
Yeah, I do. It's true. Thanks, Grobble. Cameron specifically used a downtime move to teach me curse words.
Yeah, I say, sun is fucked. We rest. I look this up. I get Scratchy. I get Scratchy to find wise woman proper.
Scratchy.
Mm-hmm. That'd be annoying.
Yeah. You shouldn't. It's rude to point,
Yeah. I see. I realize that Scratchy is in the room, and I'm gonna
Great.
call him that from now on. I realize that he's in the room, and I say, "You Scratchy, you find wise woman, help Roegor, and I point at Roegor. Bring here. We pay.
No.
I can find a doctor.
I pay."
Your friend looks like he's
Yeah,
gonna die. I can get a doctor.
I totally snatched the book out of Whisperwind's hands and like flipped to doctor. It's like, doctor, yeah.
No doctor.
Yes, doctor.
The doctor is not what we need. Listen. We need someone to deal with divine or magical problems, and perhaps somebody who won't require tithes. You know what I mean? Or
I've got a shit ton of money. I don't care.
Proper usage. I don't mean money. We will have to pay the person. I don't want the person you get to have a set of principles based on good behavior because of a god in the sky. I want them to do it because they want money, and that's the god they worship. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I know just the person. It's about 43 days away.
Yeah,
I understand this might take some time, but get the word out.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. You gotta look close out the window again, just see what time it is, and just yeah, he starts to think like building like a mental map of the place, like of the town. He's just yeah. Okay, well, hopefully I don't get killed. And he
Oh.
There's probably some needles lying around if you want to get a good drug trip in before you die. Like, go ahead. It's the word of the world, man. Also, you probably can't die.
That's a good point. All right. In fact, and he walks over to the window. No, that's gross down there. Okay. No, I'll just walk.
It's real bad. You're gonna get, you're gonna fly real high. You jump out that window. There's a lot of needles down there.
All right. Yeah. So he leaves.
I grab him by the arm before he goes. Say, you bring meat, no cook. I hand him 10 coins.
What do you give him? You give him 10 coins?
Yeah, I give him 10 coins to bring me raw meat.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, you say that, you give him 10 coins, and he's just like, well, the butcher shop exploded, but, yeah, sure.
There's other butcher shops. There's other real butcher shops.
That was a real butcher shop.
You bring meat, no cook.
Yeah. So he leaves 10 coins richer. Okay. So you guys are just gonna, I guess, sleep or rest up or whatever?
Yes. And level up.
Oh, fantastic.
And I'm gonna help you out. I'm gonna help you out with that whole like, is there even a witch in this town, Dennis?
Okay.
Oh man, I really
Like a hat on.
Whisperwind to go to sleep and just do magic anyway.
Yeah, that would be really shitty. It'd be horrible. I'd hate you.
Yeah.
Unless it worked.
You should blow up the apartment.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Okay. How about we take a quick break? We'll take 5 minutes. Justin can level up, and yeah, we'll come back on the next day.
All right, cool.
All right.
Say it.
Say it. He's not gonna say it.
5 minutes, y'all.
Yeah.